These are a bit more of a challenge than I was hoping they would be at this stage in the game. I mean, that's a bit more what I expected. I guess there's some luck thrown into there as well. Oh, hello, Fanar. You could come right this way. Kind of want them next to us. Wait until I summon Blue Eyes White Dragon. That'd be the dream. Get a nice 3,000 attack out here. I mean, I wouldn't complain. Except for Pentagram is pathetic. I don't know. Pentagram gave us a Panlord already. It's pretty wild stuff at the end of the day here. Yeah, let's wait out our turns. File Floods. Get out there, hit Fanar. Fantastic. And I guess this is kind of what Deal 4 was made for. Start with a Storm. I'll take it. Another Storm. I mean, sounds good to me. In fact, apparently that's all we had at our disposal. And Pain is beautiful. And what else do we do? I guess Wand of Flame steams you. Anyone in for some steamed Fanar? I hear it's a delicacy in some parts of the world. And do I blow your mind? I'm just kind of throwing one of every little thing that we have in the toolbox at them. Was it friendly or hostile? Oh, it was friendly. Well, if it was hostile, we would have been in deep, deep trouble, my friend. Let's hope that we don't have to deal with that anytime too soon. But yeah, let's do our first cast of Bjornir's. Perfect. And last but not least, kill you with your own sauce. Oh, not quite. It's always satisfying when you can get the kill on Fanar with a cold spell, but hey, I'll take whatever we can get. Using up a few too many of our destruction cards in particular. Oh, apparently the gargoyle lost sight of us and then forgot we existed. Must have been the wind. I mean, I'll take it. And here's where our vampiric brand doesn't get to shine quite as much, unfortunately, but we should still be able to take care of all these buddies without too much trouble. What is this place? Dang, centaurs, you live like this? Is that actually a wolf spider? That's gonna be a tricky one. Excuse me, wolf spider friend, I'd like to have some distance between us. Throw out a summoning real quick. And at the very least we can run away if things start going poorly, which fortunately they did not. So not quite as necessary at the end of the day here, but if we could take our friends on a little bit of a road trip with the boys here. Perfect. Oh gosh, they're dropping like flies. Okay, goodbye friends. It was great while it lasted. Thank you for the extra cards, Nemlex. I guess I don't really need javelins. Don't tell me I live my life on Centaur 2022, probably. They do tend to buck tradition. They have a problem with authority figures. I've heard this about centaur zombies. This we all know to be true. But okay, Necromancy, maybe we'll bring up to 10 just to bring that failure rate on Bjornir's Val Clutch down to 1%. And then let's throw invocations back on. So was one of our tips that we got from 9th was train Invo to 27, and by gosh, I intend to. Let's give it a shot. Feel like we might want to restack Escape when we have a moment. Yeah, I guess we currently just have Tomb. Which, I mean, yeah, depending on how we use it, if we can use it a bit more preemptively than our attempt last time, then I feel like that actually gives us time to stack a new deck. But a little bit of a tricky situation, to say the least. Also, okay, we have 2 Scrolls of Blinking. I didn't even pay attention when we bought that from the shop. How many did we already have in our inventory? Apparently one other one. So we'll try to save those for the scary moments, of course, but it's nice to know that we have the option. So our Orb of Destruction goes right into the wall. Not exactly ideal. And you, friend, are a slight problem, but not if we just abuse your AI just a smidge. Let's get Vitriol. Nope, just a generation. Okie dokie. Well, if you choose to stone arrow me, your loss. I'm just gonna walk the heck out of there, and we'll throw it as summoning, shall we? Oof, you rolled my sword. How about that? Well, my little buddy tried at the very least. Oh, hello, Josephine. I wasn't paying attention. Let's throw out Condenser Vein real quick. Poison works just fine against Josephine. Not so much their minions, but that should be okay. Vitriol definitely heads towards Josephine here. And if Josephine could step up, or just the Wraiths, that's cool too, I guess. Is what it is, and there she goes, down for the count. Fantastic. You love to see it. Aren't you a treasure, centaur friend? Let's wait here. Oh, I can throw one of these and just close the door. Still taking more damage than I would have liked. But we should be able to kill you. And let's run back to our stairs to heal up. Okay, gotta be more careful. Is a female manticore called a woman ticore? I mean, it's 2022. We should call them all that. Make them know how it feels. Oh, hello, Rook. How are you this fine evening? Got your javelins as always. Well, let's get some friends on our end. And I can always tomb up if things start looking poor. Like, our friends won't block javelins for us, of course. This we know to be true. But they should be able to get a rolling start, and that is fantastic. Perfect. And let's just keep rolling, crew. We got a good thing going here. I'd like to keep it that way if possible. Blinking scroll, don't mind if I do. Scion Ugly Thing is perfect for us with our resistance to electricity on our Lagitang, of course. You do love to see it. Oof, Death Drake and a Cyclops. Ain't that just the most unlikely pair? Well, let's just get the Cyclops moving towards us here. Oh, they apparently lost sight of us. That's... Buddy, if you could keep with the program here, pay attention. Just for a brief moment. And there we go. Perfect. Water nymph might be a problem here as well. At the very least, I guess we could go for some steamed water nymph. Again, a lovely meal for a hungry adventurer. There she goes. Not too shabby here. As we get some horns from our hidden genetic potential. Okay, no hat for me. It's not like I desperately needed each and every point in AC or anything like that. Look, man, the Cyclops only has one eye lay off. Guess I am being a little unfair. Oh, Lagitang slice heads. Good to know. Well, let's get a summon out there. Freezing Sword is actually fantastic. So it just runs that buddy down. Terrifying. Terrifying. It is always funny when you get hostile demons from Pentagram. Did not want that fight to be too easy anyways. Exactly, that's just the kind of challenge we like to throw in there for funsies. Just to see what happens. Let's switch over to Curare for this. And... yep, that's about right. I guess you are slowed. Oh gosh. Didn't know there'd be centaurs invited to this shindig. Let's fix that first of all. I guess this is where we could use our final tomb. But I also just want to kill this roly-poly buddy here. Could draw escape in general and see if we get elixir would be nice. Everything else, I'm not sure how advantageous that'd really be for us. At least if the boulder beetle jumps away, we have tomb to just lock those doors down. No problems whatsoever. is where things get a wee bit tricky. We're definitely blowing through our resources pretty fast. Let's draw one escape and see what we get. Oh, that's what exile. It's a free trip for our enemies. Okay. Less okay. Oh, jeez, that was an accident. Okay, 16 damage plus 5, so we can step around here, so at least that other centaur has a little bit of a ways to go. In fact, we could tomb here, and then we just have our one friend. No, let's go with summons for now. 16 plus 5. I can deal with. Just stand between you kiddos. Heal up real quick. Still okay. Less okay. Definitely less okay. Well, that's more healing potions than I wanted to do. Let's draw an escape instead here. We got Cloud. Not ideal. We only have one health potion left, or one heal wound specifically. Guess I'm technically non-lethal, right? That's 21 on you and 3 on you? No, 10 on you. Okay, so if we rolled terribly and they rolled perfectly, we could die. Well, that's pretty dang unlikely, so let's go with one more escape. Okay, goodbye all of you. Interesting. Now we're getting to the point where Safid's earlier talk is definitely coming back into play, where we might want to use up our final stacked card here. So you hit harder than I expected, friend. Can't rely on our cards for everything. Oh, I guess should be using Bernier's Vile Clutch a little bit at least. You know, that makes a certain amount of sense. It's a 7% failure rate. That's not too bad. It's a bit worse when it happens 2 times in a row. Let's try one more time. And then, kind of hoping we could just kill you, my friend, but let's take you upstairs instead, where we can walk a wee bit more freely. Wait for Vile Clutch to come back up. Get some distance, and you just die, so that actually works out wonderfully. Better than I could have possibly imagined. But we can definitely see that we're getting to the stage in the game where we're starting to struggle again, so we might want to be slightly careful as to how we act moving forward. Orb is not too bad. Is there going to be a Death Knight in here too? You are going to be terrifying. I'm going to reach out and grab you. And just again and again. And to finish you off, let's go with last one of Wand of Flame, just to get that out off of our hands here. Let's go with the Wand of Lightning, because that should do the trick. Ooh, and here's where we can finally remove our Ring of Ice, get protection from fire up and running, and then reach out and grab you. Or not. You know what? Fine. We'll just go our separate ways. As always, kind of hate this. If you could stop running away from me. Dang it. Kept getting the centaur in almost the perfect position. There we go. That's much better. Oh, and there are more. Of course. There's always more. I guess this is probably what was guarding the vault entrance, now that I think about it. Because I was surprised that there was just a single vault guard, sorry. But that makes a lot more sense that the elf, the rest of them, the whole crew was probably in a similar boat. Now you, friend. Well, first of all, let's just get out of there. And I think we might just discard our tomb. I think I've come around to that earlier point. It might be nice to have some other consistent plans in store there. So let us stack 5. Replace our current stack, yes please. And we're just gonna go full escape stack again. Triple clouds. Okay, I'm glad that we didn't try to pull those out in a emergency situation. I mean, clouds can definitely do some good work against ranged enemies. But let's, for now, put Tomb in second and Elixir in first. And then we'll have triple clouds that we can either keep around or we can just dump those if we're not feeling the vibe. We'll try it out. Oh, you tried playing Tome? Oh, nice, yeah. I've tried it out before. I didn't fall in love with it quite like I did with DCSS, but it's definitely still a good time, as most of these roguelikes are. But first, you thought Constitution is like fighting DCSS, 4 max life per stat. Point seems strong, and you quickly notice that 4 max life is much less in Tome. It's usually a learning experience when you switch over to new games for sure. You need to get all the qualifications for just, how useful is something really. Okie dokie, let's take care of you. You as well, my friend. I mean, Vile Clutch can just take out a Hydra. Perfect. I do love that spell. Now you, friend, could be so kind. Perfect. Two-headed Ogre. Should be in a similar boat where we can just reach out and grab them. Miscasts are going to be painful in this situation, of course. Yes, so that's 7. That was with that extra necromancy point? It was. Okay. So might need to work on that a wee bit. Let's just draw some destruction here and finish you off. Perfect. Welcome back, Crackety. Hope your tea is brewed perfectly. Now you, friend, hoping we can just clutch to death. Perfect. Just squeeze you to death. Kill you with kindness. Perfect. And now that's the way we want to take out a two-headed ogre. Fantastic. Let's reach out and grab you kids. Don't know if Zombie Hands actually works on this son of a gun, now that I think about it. I'm always unsure. There are just a few enemies that it doesn't quite have the same effect on, but let's call in some summons early on in the fight here, just to try and avoid the nightmare scenario where if they were hostile, throw in our Ring of Ice for dealing with this son of a gun, and then all of you kids can just doggy pile onto this Dead Knight. That would be lovely. I mean, not quite, but you almost got there. Rakshasa, could you do the deed? Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you kindly, my good friend. You're not sure if Tome does shopping really badly or DCSS does it well. No shopping list is really painful. DCSS is really good in general for those little quality of life things. Because, I mean, so much of that has come over the past, decade or so. Because when I first started playing, a lot of those quality of life things did not exist. I can't recall for the shopping list in particular, but definitely a lot of little things that add up. You've just skipped shops because going through everything and taking a screenshot for interesting looking items for makeshift shop list is annoying. Yeah, no, those little pains in the rear add up relatively quickly for sure. But okie dokie, let's head over to Orc, shall we? So there's still this centaur that we could probably just go and kill now. But we'll let them live out their life on their nice little island there. It's the right thing to do. Double heal wounds is huge. I think I'll buy the cancellation while we're here as well. Gets it ID'd, and cancellation can always come in handy. We don't have the spot for it, so let's read ID, get another scroll ID, pick up that bad boy, and then we can get back on the road. Start off with a little bit of magic. Not quite. Degenerate did nothing to this orc. Interesting. Vitriol, though, slaps. Okay. I could get behind that in a big way for sure. So let's start tabbing our way through, being slightly cautious for, again, yeah, if another sorcerer pops out, we don't necessarily want to deal with that son of a gun. But you should be okay. Also, traveling between zones very much easier. DCSS, Auto Explorer doesn't even visit shops and homes, so you gotta visit the map manually. No, DCSS does a pretty fantastic job. We're probably okay to step down. I don't think we'll immediately die. It's never the situation you want to be in, where that's the question of the hour. I think we're happy with this, and that's perfect. No High Priests yet, so that's all we can really ask for at the end of the day. With only 100 health, it would have been a little bit of a nasty situation for sure. Followers grant dex as they traverse the dungeon. Okay. It seemed like as we explored tiles, it was almost like Ash and Zari, where you gain... Or I guess old Ash and Zari. Does Ash even do that anymore? I mentioned it the other day because the Meteorin regenerates from discovering new tiles. I thought that might go with Ash, but that might just be an artifact of a bygone day. But okie dokie, what do we wish to do now? Do I really want to visit my S branches? It'd probably be Swamp. Snake is a bit too heavy in the damage department, at least for this stage. I would like to get something better armor-wise for sure before we head down that way. Never gives treaty for exploring, not killing. Exactly, yeah. No, that's what I thought from reading that little blurb there. Or I guess, PD in general. I was just thinking of the deck specifically, but that makes sense as well. Very cool. Well, I guess we could go to a scarier place and just be ready and willing to expend a lot of cards. Unfortunately, the flip side of that is that everywhere is looking kind of scary at the moment. Maybe I do want to just keep going in Orc. We always have D15 if we just need a little bit of recovery time. So let's keep checking it out for now, because some good shops would go a long way towards solving our issues. I was hoping the troll would drop their skin again, but again, just a bunch of inconsiderate trolls today, I guess. It is what it is. Can all be fantastic, I guess. You just have fire and negativity, right? As your blasts. You also do have paralysis. So let's throw out some summons. Oh, baby. Okay. We're not stopping to heal. This train stops for nobody. Let's roll, crew. Where are we dropping, boys? Actually, what the heck? Are we gonna have to... Oh, this might be a weird one. Oh no, there it is. I was wondering if Orc could spawn where you had to go up to the unexplored floor 1 areas, but this makes sense too. Hashtag squad goals. You love to see it for sure. Let's just deal 4 destruction here. I just want to blast this High Priest to Kingdom Come. That will do it. Ooh, do not target myself with Vitriol. No, thank you. Okay, we also did decent damage against all these bad boys that are coming up in the rear. 50% chance to blow your mind. Let's go nuts. And then we should just be able to fight you two no problems whatsoever. Beautiful. Love to see it. Now, do I want to continue here? Or should I just check out these side areas for now? I guess we could continue upwards and again expend a lot of cards and save the rest of the Orc 1 sub areas to potentially replenish, because those will be a lot of exploration points. That actually seems fantastic to me, so let's do it. Because there we go. This is where things get a bit more interesting. Hey friend, let's throw some pain your way. You like pain? Try wearing a corset. And... ooh. Not a good time to be confused. Let's definitely chug some healing right away. We also don't want to get paralyzed, because that would be a bit nightmarish. So let's bring out summoning to start out. These priests have got to die as soon as we can. Confused again. Okay, I don't want to use too many of my curing potions because we might need them in the future, but let's draw destruction. Okay, we get wild magic, so all sorts of shenanigans get blasted out there. Okie dokie. Well, that is wonderful. You love to see it. The rest of these buddies are definitely on the manageable side. Lovely. Absolutely beautiful. It's crazy what just one good summoning scroll will do for us here. Oof. And less so scroll, I guess, and more so the magic. Our sword here is -1 to start with, but it's also highly evasive, which means that the bolts from our orc friend here might be kind of terrifying. Let's go with elixir. I'm gonna go with another early summoning. I was kind of hoping for something with a bit more oomph than that. But there we go. That's exactly what I was afraid of. Normally it's nice to have some bodies in the way. Unfortunately, in this case, it doesn't quite work out that way. 25 damage plus your arbalist. I think we have to keep backing it up here. We could tomb, but that's not exactly a solution to our problem. So let's instead just back up one more step. Oh, I actually thought we were already at 7 range, so we could have been shot there and technically died. Glad we didn't. That's fantastic. Let's just play it safe and drink a heal, because I do kind of want our swords to kill this son of a gun. And this son of a gun if you could. And maybe even this son of a gun. Holy moly. You kids did great. Fantastic work out there. Early end, hey? Well, that is slightly terrifying. I'd like to deal 4 destruction, please. And then I'll pain ya, I'll vitriol you, and then you're dead. Perfect. So we're definitely, using cards at a rapid pace, but again, that was kind of the whole strategy for coming down here. Something that I probably should do a bit more rather than just using that as our first gut reaction is actually use zombie hands a little bit here. That seems like it might be, you know, slightly baseline intelligent, especially when our friends line up so nicely for us. Can hit both of you, but I think that's worth it just for the Orc Knight. And they're dead. Fantastic. Ooh, I'm heading towards a dead end. And unfortunately, this is that kind of situation where it could be quite literally a dead end, which I'd like to avoid if possible. Let's just take you all for a little bit of a jog here. Most of them will lose us, thankfully, so that works out quite nicely. Yep, head back down here for sure. Oof. But we're at the edge of vision, so we should be able to just keep running away. So that's nice. On the verge of being a bit more on the terrifying side of things, but this isn't the end of the world here. Rather not have to deal with that summon. Could just draw from our escape, I guess. Don't know what we'd be hoping for. We're probably just happy the way it is. Sorcerer resisted. That's unfortunate. You hate to see it. What are my odds of paralyzing you? 31? Let's just try it a couple times, see what happens. Perfect. I will definitely take that. Now, what else is ready for us in the mix here? Still an Orc Knight somewhere, I believe. Thank you for the cards, Nemlex. I appreciate it. Deck was feeling a little light for sure. Let's just reach out and grab ya. Probably want to try and reach out and grab these kids as well. Perfect. And let's go for one. If we get... Oh, Orb. Not so much. I was kind of hoping for Vitriol since it has the piercing effect of a bolt. But that is a-okay. Just kill you. We might have actually killed the knight, or they just lost track of us like the others. Either way, not too shabby. Let's pop around the corner here. So we can pop out around the said corner, and now it's just you and me, my friend. Vitriol is a good start. Let's not bother fighting the summon, and not too shabby. What have we got going for us? Some ring mails to potentially peruse. Check out. Okay. Potions, no heal wounds this time, unfortunately. But we can ID some potions by buying them here, so we might go with that route. Ring of the Raven, resistance to fire and int +8. Int +8 is wild. I'm almost definitely buying that. And any weapons, I don't know if there'll be anything that beats out our current Ladge Tang. Doesn't look like that. Yet again, acid option is the most desirable acid OP. It truly is. Pretty much in any given situation, it's what you want to see. Let's replace our resistance to fire ring with that. That is beautiful. Oh gosh, a storm started outside. I was wondering, I was hearing a bit of a rumbling. But that's good. Again, we're happy to get some rain. Maybe we'll have slightly fewer forest fires this year. That'd be nice.